you've got more potatoes, you can put them in too.
I should have said this was my favourite lunch. Because my teacher's morning question was, what's your favourite lunch?
This is really sort of a deal meal. But you can't eat that much.
True. Breakfast?
Well, I suppose in the old days they didn't have a lot of choices, so yeah, they would have eaten it. They used to make just a big pot,
Really?
and then they just ate that all the time. They just ate that for a couple of days.
Didn't you say you didn't have a TV back then, so you had to listen on the radio?
Beep Super Extension lockdown.
Yeah.
Careful sa knife in die.
I'm Gordon Ramsay.
Good, man.
Where's the lamb sauce? Yeah, true. Oh, damn it, stay still, will ya? Oh my gosh.
Look, the peel on there for me. You're supposed to put the peel in there.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Hey?
I totally didn't see that.
Oh, you totally didn't see it,
Yeah, I'm
but you
blind.
totally did it. How much peel's in there?
None.
This one also there.
Peel's all.
That's a potato.
It's a different thing. That'll cook down.
This is the white carrot. Oh, yeah.
Done na there. Be
That'll
careful.
do, that'll do that.
Enough na.
I like cutting it.
Good girl, Ana Inday. Oh. Good girl. Ang sulti.
Thank you, Mom.
Good girl, Ana. I'm so lucky with my princess. Uh-oh.
Well, there are a whole range of different factors.
What are the ones that stand out to you?
Well, I might ask the Chief Health Officer to speak to his advice, but from my point of view, the key figure today, and I can't guarantee that it will hold tomorrow and the day after, and early signs become an ongoing trend, but to have 9 of 13 away from others, isolated fully.
Morning, baby ninyo. Morning. Nakuha na po diri. Uy, naguha na po sa Australia. Nawa na po ting basaa sa gawas. Kasige na laguan kay winter. Winter man diri, guys. Tigwa sabihin kanina.
Need charges?
See, please.
Please.
The effect of lockdown will be for the newly emergent cases that we'll continue to get. We've just now
Come back out, there you go. Just one point comes up, first dollar comes out.
Here, there.
Say
Down.
1.2.
Stairs.
You go 1 point, decimal point 2.
Where's this thing?
In your front, the oven.
But you don't know what it is.
Do you have it?
Because we're doing this thing.
Stairs.
We're doing this thing where it doesn't point. And we
Give
have
to
see
Charlie.
What goes up. I'm such a great chef.
Go to
Don't
Cha-
touch the
Arlie.
onions in it. And the onions make you cry.
Because they're
Pepper
strong.
makes me cry.
Which one?
Pepper makes me cry.
Aww.
Because I put it in my face once when I was a baby.
When you're baby. Ako ra.
Yeah, Mom said, and Dad said that when I was a baby, I put pepper on the table and then I put it in my eyes.
Did you? Oh yeah, when we went to the restaurant in the pub in What you call that before the pop?
I put
Cannot
pepper
remember.
on the,
That's
I put the pepper on
more than 10 years
the
ago.
hands, and
Equally, that might come
I
in.
looked at the,
There might be something from that year, or super spread event, someone not complying.
just by looking at pepper, I cried.
So, lamian kaayo among lunch, beef, Irish stew. Beef Irish na sabaw. Siya, hi guys! Kumusta mo smalian tanan? So, mga unta-unya o beef Irish na sabaw. So, salamat sa pagtanaw o amping mong tanan. God bless everyone. So, manako washing sa mga clothes sa ako mga kiddos, sporting bisihas inahan, kay wala may trabaho karon tungod sa lockdown na po may kalimang lockdown yan, nag-extension. So, mao na siya giingon. Walay trabaho ang mga tao diri tanan. O dili tanan, depende ra sa asa sila trabaho. So, thanks for watching guys. See you in my next vlog. Keep safe everyone. O amping mo kanunay diha labi na ang tanan akong pamilya sa Philippines. Akong mga pamilya diha. So guys, karon ikaw magluto sa Irish beef sabaw. So mag-bake na sa mig cake. Yesterday nag-bake sa mig cake 40 yung lamia. Guess what? Kizay nag-bake. Ako mga kiddos, syempre. Giyan ka na sila mo bake kids. Kids, guys, ako mga anak. So, mao na siya giingon nga. Salamat sa akong mga kiddos kay mutabang na sa ilang inahan. So, okay guys. Hapit na naluto ang atong Irish beef stew. So, 1 hour na siya pakuluan na siya. Steam. So, bye from now. Kay mag-busy-busy na po do si Inday. Siyempre, mag-washing sa clothes sa mga 4 kiddos. O, salamat sa iyong tanan.
Perhaps having done your thing, can we expect a lockdown extension?
Not necessarily. So, I think I spoke to this a bit yesterday. If we've got a person who says, look, I have just been tested, I was out in the community for this reason as an essential worker, but they've only been to their workplace. We know the shopping centre.
7 days extension. Wow.
We know the timing around it.
Sus kadugay na to kabalik pa nagtrabaho.
All of those things might mean
Puyo ta sa balay. Kagawas lang tanig mangumprag pagkaon.
If someone says, I've been tested but I've been symptomatic for the last 7 days, that's an entirely different story. I don't expect that to happen. And in all of the close to 100 cases that we've identified thus far, people are overwhelmingly doing...
Chacha, did you do your school done?
identifying exposure sites.
Chacha!
And increasingly, we're seeing that...
How about Charlie?
Shorter and shorter period.
Gemma?
I spoke to the 1.7, 1.8.
She's talking with your dad.
Infectious days in the community, it was down to 1.5 based on yesterday's calculations. I reckon it's under 1 for today, given that the great majority haven't been out in the community at all.
If we're really lucky and there's no cases or they're all linked and it's, single digits, could you consider ending the lockdown earlier?
Look, I'm sure we'll come back to you over the course of the next week where you'll ask that question every single day and we'll be reviewing that on a day-by-day basis. Of course we do that, and all of those positive directions are a positive reflection for us about how long it might need to go for.
And if it looks like regional Victoria is all clear, would you consider ending earlier for them?
The same. There's a day-by-day review. It is fair to say detections in sewage in Phillip Island, cases in Mildura, primary close contacts across the state. There's a lot to play out here yet, but of course it's under review every day.
Red zone permits from now from Sydney. In terms of permits that will still be issued for essential workers and people having to travel between the states, are you satisfied with the conditions of them, or will you look at tightening them on things like getting a test before, or tightening the conditions so they can't go out and get takeaway food and stuff?
Look, they are very tight conditions. We don't want to stymie them so that they really can't do the work that the exemption is in place for, but they are very strict conditions currently. Yes, we'll review them. We've reviewed them just in the last few days. We need to look at that continuously, but I'm happy with the settings as they are currently.
Is the block on red zones all red zones, and how does this link in with South Australia, which has just gone into a lockdown?
Yeah, look, the directions are framed that it is something that applies to all red zones. The concern is obviously about Greater Sydney in particular, but it would apply to any red zones as they get declared.
And what's your thoughts on the situation in South Australia with that?
Look, it's probably too early to know definitively. There's new information this morning that I need to get across, but you know we'll look at that through the course of today.
Do you know how many Victorians are still in New South Wales?
Sorry, Bridget?
Any idea of how many Victorians are still in New South Wales? Are we talking hundreds? Or?
No, look, it's really hard to know. Obviously, if they're not applying for a permit, we don't know that they're there. We've had hundreds of new permit applications on a daily basis, but it was thousands. Initially, we've had over 10,000 permit applications altogether. There may well be hundreds, if not thousands, remaining. Some of those will want to see it out and are happy that they're remaining in Greater Sydney. Obviously, they've been given weeks and weeks of notice about the opportunity to return to Victoria, so I imagine there isn't a great urgency for them. Circumstances change for people. That's what the exemptions process is for.
Have you been more information about that case in Queensland? Did anything prompt this decision? Is there anyone coming over the border who's been doing the wrong thing?
I don't see blah, blah, blah.
Something that sparked that decision now?
No, it's the whole picture. With respect to the Queensland case, I don't think.
Are we sending a workforce to help out there?
Yeah, we're in constant discussions with the Mildura Hospital, council, local member, all manner of different people up there. It's very traumatic. I think we need to understand that it's quite challenging for a community so far from Melbourne that is a proud community, but there are many vulnerable.
Gusto naman eh. Agoy, kalami. Kay lockdown man diri sa Australia. So, maghigop tag sabaw. Wala mi trabaho. 5 days o 1 week. Wala siya giingon. 12 kaadlaw ay trabaho. Importante maayong lawas. Kusog ang uwan dire. Kay winter dire guys.
Aspects of the rollout of the Commonwealth's vaccine program. I'm sure this Friday will be no different. I think that every union, every peak body, every group within the community wants to be vaccinated and they want to be at the front of the queue. That's a perfectly reasonable thing. But we have a national framework, and it's not for me to go it alone.
Sana? What you say, Charles?
Why is there not no water?
Daray. Oh, smell good siya now.
That's not cooking.
Slow cook
Is it done?
Not yet. They're gonna put all together. Smell good, za.
Very good.
Kaon ka na dong.
Oh, mate, my onions.
Saan mo na naman?
I'll just take it off.
Ilain lang. Why you don't like onion dong? Lami man. Cha-cha, di ganhag onion. Boy, cha-cha. So bye guys, salamat sa pagtanaw. Ug amping mong tana.
Outbreak under control. What is the solution going forward over the next few months if we continue to see Delta incursions? Is lockdown the only answer given that mass vaccinations a long way off?
I go back to